What's going on? My work is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And this week, it's Challenged Parents Week, it seems. It's only Wednesday as well. And I've spoken to quite a few parents who are brokenhearted, overwhelmed, breaking down with some of them unstoppable tears because their little lovely darlings are suffering. They're suffering with anxiety, stress, panic attacks, crying, not wanting to go to sleep, withdrawing and being quiet when they're normally not. Lots going on, and the parents are suffering because they don't know how to stop their children from suffering. The schools are not helping. They have no answers. And so the parents are feeling totally disempowered and failures because they don't know what to do. But big secret, you're not supposed to. We've just had lockdown, which has caused lots of damage unconsciously in children and adults' mindsets. And you're not trained to understand it, never mind resolve, fix, cure, heal it, whatever you like to call it. So please breathe and take the pressure off yourself. The schools, they're doing the best they can, but they've not been trained either. They're not emotional therapists. They're not trained to help people manage their minds so that they can make the right choices and feel happy and stop having the fears that we don't need to have, because we've got loads of fears that we just simply don't need to have. And lockdown has helped grow even more. And people are not aware that they're having fears. They're just there all of a sudden. And it's like, ugh. So please, parents, be kind to yourself. And you're a starting point. Think about when you're a child with your parents. You knew when they were in good mood, bad mood. You knew everything. You knew when they were upset. We don't miss a trick, and neither do our kids. So when you're upset and feeling bad, they're feeling it. And if they think that they've caused it, that's going to help make them feel even worse. So you're the starting point. And I was talking to a gentleman that phoned me today. And after I'd calmed him down and got him, because there's loads of simple things you can do to manage your emotional system. And so I explained to him, let's look at this from a different perspective. This is a really unusual time in history. We've had the lockdown, the pandemic, and it has done lots of damage inside it. A lot of people, not everybody, but a lot. And so this is an opportunity to be able to teach our young children. Yes, they're struggling, but we can teach them how to manage their emotional system. We can teach them how to manage their mind so that it works best for them. Can you imagine being taught that at the age of 7? Good grief, I wish I had. I was at the age of 7 collecting fears, anxieties, reasons to be lacking in confidence, and so on. So it's a real opportunity, because if we can teach children how to manage their mind and manage their emotional system now, when they get into the teenage years, they may be able to avoid those challenging times of a teenager. And then further on in life, as well as thriving and making the right choices, further on in life, they may be able to avoid hitting depression, because we keep being told mental health issues are on the increase, they're on the increase, it's going to get worse, it's going to get worse. And, you know, we're now focusing on it. It's worse in children, it's going to get worse. So we need to be able to do something about it. Sadly, the NHS system can't cope. It's not been able to cope with mental health issues for a long time. And so waiting around for the services to be able to help your child, no, your child needs and wants it now. So we need to take action now and start with yourself. If you learn how to, because you've got issues as well, we all have. If you learn how to manage your emotional system, you know, what's so wrong in going to have a session or two with an emotional therapist? It might even just be a couple of hours for you to get on track and have some thoughts and ideas of how you can actually steer your children to overcoming what's troubling them, etc. So go and do whatever it takes so that you're going to feel better, and then you're going to be in a better place to help your children. But please be kind to yourself. You are not trained to be a behaviour and emotional therapist. Very few people are. So please, it's an opportunity. Our children are so resilient. They will get through this. Let's help get them through this with real useful, valuable learning that will last them a lifetime. Breathe and be kind to yourself. So if you know a parent that is struggling in this way, please reassure them, pass on the messages, because they are going to get through this, and let's do it as fast as possible in a quality way and minimize that suffering. Let children be happy and make the most out of childhood, because they're soon going to be responsible adults. We all know how long that lasts. So be kind to yourself, and yeah, just feels so good to get that off my chest.